I know I'm being a bit selective here by choosing Magnus, a professional rock climber, but this guy is so strong that before he climbs, he does his warm up, and his warm up includes front lever pulls. You heard it right. That's his warm up. So if the grind of calisthenics is just starting to catch up to you, but you still want to develop strength that will help you with calisthenics, bouldering's a pretty good option. Bouldering is a form of climbing that's done on smaller walls without any ropes or harnesses. The only thing you need are a pair of shoes, and this is one of the things I really like about it. Rock climbing for me always felt like it had a pretty big barrier to entry because you need somebody at the bottom belaying and you need all of the gear to actually start climbing, whereas bouldering, you just need shoes. And for this session, I was especially excited because I just got my first pair of climbing shoes, so I was really excited to try them out. Unfortunately, they're not broken in, they're still very tight, and it was absolutely painful to walk around in them, and you can tell here by my reaction once I finally put them on. When you go bouldering, you'll be introduced to bouldering grades, which is an indicator of how difficult the climb is, or what they refer to as bouldering problems. I think it's best to think of these grades as kind of like a belt system in martial arts. So white belt means you're a beginner, black belt means you're a pro. And each problem in the gym will be marked with the grade, so it's very easy for you to navigate and find a problem that is suitable for your skill level. Now, the gym I went to is Stone Summit in Atlanta, and it is absolutely massive, as you can see here. And this is just the first of the 2 floors that they have. So this is just a clip of me doing one of the beginner routes, one of the very basic ones. It's not too complicated, but because I'm so new, I like to warm up on the easier ones and progress until I finally hit the level that's challenging but doable for me. And the little white tag there says top on that, and once you put both hands on there, that's considered a top, and you've basically completed that problem. After that, Christina and I decided to move on to the next level. This one was a little bit more difficult, but still pretty doable for us. But like I said, we're beginners, so we don't want to just jump to the level that's challenging for us. We want to really focus on the fundamentals and solidify our climbing technique so that we don't develop any bad habits in the future. Now, I'd only originally planned on doing this problem a few times because I thought I was going to be able to get it within a few tries, but it actually ended up being quite a bit more difficult than I'd originally anticipated. Now, as you can see here, I reach up and grab this hold with my left hand. It's what felt the most intuitive to me, but it turns out that was my biggest mistake. And that mistake is very obvious here because, as you can see, I'm trying to reach up to this next hold with my left hand, but I just can't generate enough momentum to grab it. And it turns out it was because I was grabbing that first hold with the wrong hand. After watching another girl complete this problem, I realized I should instead grab that with my right hand, and that alone made all the difference in the world. I struggled a little bit with my footwork trying to find a good hold to get stable, but once I did, I was able to pretty easily reach up to that with my left hand, complete the problem, and get a round of applause as a result of it.
Good job, babe.
I was honestly not expecting that at all. When I finally hit that hold and they started clapping, it was just such a nice gesture for them to show so much support and realize how cool it was to try that 7, 8, 9 times and finally get it. Unfortunately, Christina wasn't having as good of a day on the grades that are at her skill level. She was able to get very close on this problem, even touching the top hold, but unfortunately, she wasn't able to get a good grip on it and never successfully completed it. And I promise I'm a good boyfriend, but I did have to flex on her a little bit here by what they call campusing the route, which is climbing the route using only your hands, so no feet are involved. It's definitely not the recommended way to climb, and it doesn't help you develop fundamentals, but we were ending the day anyways. I wanted to see if I could do it and show off a little bit. So that was my day of bouldering, and in case you guys need a little bit more convincing on how this applies to calisthenics, It's not uncommon at all to walk into a rock climbing gym, find people that never practice or train calisthenics, and they can crank out front levers like it's nothing. I know I'm being a bit selective here by choosing Magnus, a professional rock climber, but this guy is so strong that before he climbs, he does his warm up, and his warm up includes front lever pulls. You heard it right. That's his warm up. So if the grind of calisthenics is just starting to catch up to you, but you still want to develop strength that will help you with calisthenics, bouldering's a pretty good option. So I'm curious, have you guys ever been bouldering, or are you like me and you've never heard of it until this video? If you haven't, I highly recommend looking up a rock climbing gym around you to see if there's a potential for you to go bouldering sometime. It's a lot of fun. It builds a lot of strength in your arms, forearms, grip strength, pulling strength. It's an awesome workout, and it doesn't really feel like a workout. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you go bouldering or if you're a fan of bouldering, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.